They had Northwestern had such success doubling half against Wisconsin,
right.
but could not do it against Swanigan today.
Right. Well, we were trying our best to keep as much skill on the court. I think sometimes when you have success against other people and against us in the past, we've had guys out there that weren't great perimeter shooters. And that's hard because you're trying to balance and have a good team on the court, and you need more than shooting on the court. You need people that can rebound, defend, understand the game. But we've been able to do that and recruit guys that can do that. So I think it puts them in a different bind. We wanted to get as much post entries from Vince Edwards as possible, just because they go big to big. A lot of people won't double with smaller people because it doesn't bother them. And so that was what we tried to. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we try our best to get into that setting and put them in the toughest possible situation to double the posts.
Coach, last time you guys played, was where I think you guys helped with lost 2 points.
Yes.
Tonight he only had 4 points.
Right.
He's been slumping a little bit lately, but he seems to be breaking out. He had 18 in Northwestern. So
right.
Do you do the same type of stuff on him?
Yeah, we wanted to make it difficult for him to get shots in rhythm. He got a couple tonight in rhythm that we just had some breakdowns. We were just fortunate he missed. But Dakota did a really good job. Dakota's had a great year defensively, and Dakota Mathias did a great job guarding him. But we just wanted to try to get on top of his pin downs, not let him get things in rhythm. But for us, not taking bad shots and turning the ball over, because when we do that now, McIntosh can get it in transition, then find those guys for rhythm threes. So we wanted to do our job on the offensive end also to help us on defense.
Matt, you guys have gone on the road now 3, 4, 5 times now and beaten other likely NCAA tournament teams on the road, tough atmospheres. Is there a common thread as to why this team you think has been able to do that so consistently? Well,
I think like tonight, we had breakdowns. Like he has a really good shot there at the end that could have tied it. So we've had breakdowns. You make some stops, but you also get fortunate at times. The thing that's, I think, common, if you want to look through all the games we've won, is we do make our free throws. And so when we got into the free throw game, our guys made enough to where we could push the lead out and keep it at 2 possessions outside of the 1 possession I was talking about when Tapward missed the 3.
Is there something about this matchup that Vince has been able to have so many opportunities?
Well, I think they go off their 4. Their 4 is their help guy. And so he doubles a lot, he helps a lot, and we just wanted to try to get the ball inside as much as possible, but knowing that they were going to take a lot of that away, and then we thought Vince would be open and we could capitalize on it.
Is this one of the biggest and best games you've seen out of him during his career?
Yeah, it is one of his best games, and for the moment. This is a huge game for us, and a lot of people wanted to downplay that we didn't have a lot to play for. But anytime you get a chance to play an NCAA tournament team on the road and get that kind of a victory, it's going to help your NCAA resume.
Now you guys head into the part of the season where it's single elimination, essentially. Does a game like this, a win like this, does it carry over into the postseason?
I hope. I hope. We've won close games before, and, you just want the most experience you can have as a coach. You don't want close games. You want to win by 20. And but the more close games you can get in that you win, that helps your guys' confidence to play that way. We're a little different because a lot of times late in games, you see point guards. You see McIntosh, Melo, Trimble. You see guys of that nature making those plays. And we have good guards, and they're steady. They can take care of it. They can shoot it. But we want to go through our horses. And so we want to give those guys the basketball. Sometimes that's hard because other people are trying to take that away. So if they don't get the ball in those situations, now we have to go to plan B. So we work really hard to try to stick with plan A and be able to do those things.
Matt, you've been coming and playing games here for over a decade now. Have you ever seen an atmosphere like this? And if not, did you ever think you would?
Yeah, they've had great atmospheres here. This isn't the first time they've had great atmospheres, but this is the best. There's no question about it. But they've also earned it, and I've always said that about our crowds at Purdue. We got to do our job. And obviously this year Northwestern's done their job. They've played very good basketball, competitive basketball, and they've put themselves in the NCAA tournament. So it's great to see, the following come out and support them.
Your team's been so dependent all season long on long-range shooting. What's it say about them, and what kind of confidence can it give them going into the postseason to win a game like this without shooting the ball particularly well?
Right.
And it's not the first time you won in Bloomington.
Well, I think you can do other things to win. Are you a player or are you a shooter? And so just because guys can shoot the basketball, they have to be able to do other things. And if it's not your night shooting the basketball, you can still, like Spike Albrecht, he didn't make shots tonight. I don't even know if he shot the ball tonight. I don't have a box score in front of me. But he helped us win. You know, he got 4 assists. He got a key steal in there. He moved the basketball, made some real intelligent plays, and that's what you need. You know, you need guys playing their roles and doing little things. So it says a lot about our team that, you know, we didn't shoot well and we still beat a quality opponent.
The 4-minute stretch of that first half when Swanigan set with 3 fouls and you guys extended the lead, I think it went from 1 to 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
In retrospect, does that seem critical?
Oh, it was really critical. Anytime you can, you know, one of your main guys is out or your main guy is out and you can still make a surge like that, you know, that just helps you. And it gives you confidence to be able to play. I think people see it sometimes in injuries when guys don't play and they still play well. You know, it gives your team confidence that other guys can step up and make plays.
Is there anything else?
All right. Thank you.
You guys want to follow me down?
Yeah.